Hi everyone, how you doing? It's live from Manila, from the Philippines, around 10 p.m. here, and the ash has fallen. The ash is falling here live. The city is going a little nuts here. The ash is falling, and they've sold out of surgical masks to keep the volcanic ash that's falling from the volcano south of here. And if right here, if you smell, you can really smell. It smells like rotten eggs. It's really the sulfur dioxide coming in from the south. So the volcano eruption has reached Manila. The ash cloud has reached here, and you can smell it. And I know that the government has been canceled already. And I know there's a lot of people getting worried. They're walking around with umbrellas and walking around with surgical masks right now. So not the worst situation yet, but you can smell it. It smells pretty bad here right now. We don't have heavy ash. The ash is not extremely heavy, but it's there. You can smell it. It's coming down in very, very fine particles. I'll see if I can reach any here. You can see some of the black ash right there that's been on the railing. So it's accumulating. It's coming down. It's not coming down very thick, but it is coming down. I know there's a lot of people south of here in a lot worse situation. We're only about 100 kilometers from the volcano, which is around an hour away. It's like 60 miles. So we'll see how the eruption is going. Other places, not that bad. So hopefully things will not really get that bad. But right now, you can smell it. You can really, really smell it. Earlier today, the air was clean. It was fresh. Now in BGC, we're right by the airport. The airport also has been shut down. The airport near us, Nino Aquino Airport, has been shut down. I don't know when they're going to reopen, but hopefully things will not get worse. But you can smell it. The ash is coming down. It smells like rotten eggs. It smells like sulfur. People are getting a little concerned. They're running out to the supermarkets. They're getting some stuff. The Save More right down the street from us, people are going in there and buying supplies and things a little bit. So, things are happening. Hopefully, I know that the warning has gone up to 4 further south of Manila. But, things are doing okay here, but hopefully they will not get worse. I lived in Hawaii for a while, and if the ash gets worse, you're going to get a lot of people with breathing problems and things like that, really making things a lot worse. So hopefully the ash won't get too much worse. But right now, it's falling at a very, very fine ash. It's coming down very, very fine, like a very, very light rain, kind of very, very light. It's coming down. It's collecting on cars. It's collecting on people's umbrellas. It's collecting on the railings. Like I said, you can pick up the black ash there. So it is coming down. Slowly but surely it is coming down. And like I said, if things continue to get more worse, hopefully people, they're going to cancel schools and things like that, because it'll start burning your eyes and your mouth and things like that. I lived in Hawaii for a long time on an island near a volcano. And that ash can be really, really nasty. So we really hope our son's allergies don't get a lot worse or anything like that. But the ash, it used to come over, it used to burn your eyes. It doesn't even have to be ash. It could just be the sulfur coming up from the volcano. So hopefully, all that stuff will kind of settle down, and, there's just be a one-time kind of eruption. I know people further south are evacuating. I think there's 4 or 5 cities that are people are going to have to move. I think there might be a couple thousand people. So I hope everything is okay with them. But I know that it just isn't the threat, of an eruption can also just be the gases and everything coming out. Now, my wife said the last time she remembers this happening was when she was in college, which was around 2000. I know this particular volcano has been kind of quiet lately, and that started picking up last year. And, it's only about an hour away from the capital, for those of you that are not familiar with the Philippines. So it's relatively close to the capital. It's not that far away. So, people are getting ready. They're doing things. They're preparing. And hopefully it'll settle down pretty quickly. Otherwise, people's travel plans and things like that are going to be ruined. The airport right now is closed. And so people trying to get in and out of the Philippines, it's going to be pretty hard unless they fly up to Clark and they go to other airports around here, which I don't know how they're going to get out of Manila. It ain't going to happen. So there's a lot of people scrambling right now, going to all kinds of different places with problems with their travel arrangements. And if it really does, if we get a really good sort of volcanic ash storm or something moving up from that volcano, and it hits the capital with millions of people, it's going to be a pretty severe thing, especially for people that have asthma, breathing difficulty, the elderly, emphysema, things like that. So if you're one of those people that does have breathing problems, I recommend that you get your medications if you can, or stay inside. This ash is not really something to fool around with. And, my son has allergies, I have allergies, so we'll be taking it easy. And I really shouldn't be out here right now, but I really wanted to do this live cast because it's happening right now. And my wife just went down to Save More, and she said, you can feel it, it's falling on things. And for me, as soon as I stepped out, I could really tell that, there's something in the air here. Now, the air is not moving. The wind is dead. There's no wind at all. And so that's a good thing. If the wind is moving, it could blow the ash all the way. It's only 50 miles, it's only like 100 kilometers away, or 50 miles. It could blow all that stuff into the capital. So hopefully the prevailing winds, won't allow that to happen. But we're out here in BGC, in Acacia, out here in my lanai, out here, makeshift weather reporting data station. And, it's very quiet here right now, but it's, hopefully it's not the calm before the storm, that anything doesn't get worse. But you can smell it. You can definitely smell it. And you can see like I said, you can see the accumulation building up little by little, slowly. So hopefully that'll be the worst of the whole thing, and it won't get worse, because otherwise it's going to be a nightmare for Manila. I mean, it's, the volcanic ash, if it gets worse, it can like clog up your car, visibility, can't see, all these things. And you can't get, airport rides in and out, or even people driving the buses to work. The city will be at a standstill if the eruption gets worse, if these things happen. So hopefully none of it really will get worse. Hey, Subad people and all outside of Manila, if you're new here, please subscribe to our channel. We're just getting started here. So if you like it and you want to help us out, you can subscribe. But yeah, if anyone could give us an update, if you're south of Manila, around the volcano or anything like that, if you're near Laguna or further south, or if you're in Manila by Quezon, or even further south by us in BGC area by the airport, let us know. You can comment right now what's going on. Right now we are getting some fine ash. We are getting some volcanic ash coming in. It's not very heavy. It's not very thick, thank God. But like I said, it doesn't really have to be thick to really affect everything. And so if this continues overnight, it will have an effect in the morning. It will build up on your windshield. So for everyone out there, if you're in Manila or even south of Manila and you have a vehicle or you're even going to be traveling tomorrow, you want to make sure you get up early and travel and try to get a surgical mask, because the surgical masks right here locally in BGC are all sold out in the local Save More. I'm sure people are going to go out there and buy everything. So, just a little advice, if you are able or you have a surgical mask, to keep out the ash, that would be something to buy right now, especially if you can't keep your AC on, or you have to travel, or you have to do something. A surgical mask would be really, really good. If you don't have those things, you can always put a wet cloth, or, I don't know what they call it in the Philippines, but in the US we call it a bandana. And you put a triangle piece of cloth, you tie it behind your head. And hey, hi there, Kyle. And I don't know what you guys call it, but I mean, in the US we call it a bandana. And you just put wet it and you put it over your mouth and your nose. And hey, thank you, Kyle. I really appreciate it. We're looking to build up, so anything you can do would be great. If you like us, tell your friends, tell anybody about us. We just moved here with my Filipino wife about a month ago for Christmas with my son. So, check out the channel. Like I said, you're so welcome. Right now, we're